We have students waiting.
We do. Okay.
Yes.
So we are going to ask the students that we have wrangled into our trivia contest to come on up. Have a seat. Enjoy yourselves. Not all at once.
Where did mine go?
It's a good question.
I'm sitting in the corner.
There's no pressure. It's just good fun.
All right. So we have 3 contestants. We got 2 more. Okay. So we'll just have you scooch down a little, slide Skelly down, if you will.
Okay.
Sitting on my keys, dude.
All right.
Now you get. Ooh, I feel like I said that
All right. So here's the way this is going to work. Is in front of you, you have category cards that are going to determine.
Did we get a fresh set or did we just shuffle previous ones in?
For the drawing category cards, I don't think it really matters. But yeah. All right. So you're going to draw a category card. You can kind of go counterclockwise if you want or whatever. Doesn't really matter. Once you get the category, I am going to read pretty much just a Trivial Pursuit question that's all about horror movies. And whoever buzzes in first and answers correctly wins that category card. Top 3 people are going to get a $10 gift certificate to Duke's Pizza on Main Street. Thank you to Duke's and thank you to Patty's Pub in Hornell.
We have 4 buzzers. What do we've got 5 players and 4 buzzers.
Do your best. I doubt that 5 hands are going to be reaching all at once.
Okay.
That's pretty much how it worked when we all did it. And there's going to be a single bonus question that will be intensely difficult. And I'm going to give 1 opportunity for an answer. If anybody answers it wrong, then the whole thing's negated. But the prize is the skeleton you're sitting next to. You're welcome to take him home if anybody is able to get that. So let's go ahead and get into it. Here we go. Feel free to draw a category card. Anybody. Well, actually, you know what? Before we do that, let's start with you and go down the line. Please introduce yourselves.
Okay. Hello, my name is Danielle.
All right. Speak up nice and loud. Microphone can get you.
Oh, hey, I'm Jeff.
Jeff, nice to meet you.
Ryan.
I'm Wendy. I'm Asiani.
All right. Well, welcome here from all of us here, the Rotted Souls at Rotted Entertainment. All right. So feel free to draw a category card.
Oh,
How good are you all?
X.
Category X. Which one is that? That's the orange one. Okay. How good are you all at horror movies? You like them? You enjoy them? Scary movies? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
We had a professor on here earlier so that knew like everything. So
Yeah. Do you know Professor Schlegel? No?
Nope.
All right. Sorry, Nick. All right. Name 1 horror movie in which... what? I already did that one. I'm going to... Here we go. Starting over.
Nice. It's perfect timing.
That's all right. We'll wait. All right.
Wait.
Name 1 horror movie about reincarnation.
Oh, do I buzz it?
Yeah. Go ahead. Slap it.
I don't know if it's reincarnation, but Chucky.
I would say that it is.
they actually they
Yeah.
delve deep quite a bit into religions associated with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, sweetie, you take the card. Put it
Yeah.
in
Go ahead and take the category card. You earned that.
That's how we keep track of who got how many.
All right. And somebody draw a new category.
All right. Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes is blue. Who directed the Amityville Horror 1979? For the record, I wouldn't have gotten this one.
The director was
Yeah. No? All right. It was Stuart Rosenberg.
Don't ever feel bad for not knowing it.
No, these can be awful tricky questions.
Category X.
All right. Name 3 horror films that include a human sacrifice.
Wait, can you say that one again?
Name 3 horror films that include a human sacrifice. Nah, time's up. We have, for examples, The Wicker Man, Borderland, and The Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, I watched that.
All right.
Oh my god. The slash card.
Yeah, just toss the slash. That's for a different style of gameplay.
General knowledge.
General knowledge is red. Okay.
Put your phone on silent.
True or false? So somebody better buzz in. The makers of Poltergeist 1982 used specialized skeletons made from balsa wood for the swimming pool sequence near the end of the film. I think, yeah,
True.
false.
50%.
They used real human skeletons.
Oh, I was hoping that wouldn't be true. I'm glad we all didn't know that, but we all had the same idea to buzz right away.
All right. Go ahead.
Plot and setting.
Plot and setting is green. Scream 1996 takes place in what fictional U.S. town? Well, the answer is Woodsboro, California.
Plot and setting.
Plot and setting. A psychotic fan stalks a young opera singer and begins to kill the people around her in this 1987 film.
Can you repeat that?
A psychotic fan stalks a young opera singer and begins to kill the people around her in this 1987 film. I will give one clue. The title of the movie was a word that was used in the question.
Oh. Phantom of the Opera?
No,
it?
no.
I don't know. I guessed.
Well, the answer is opera. The answer, not part of the answer.
You're close.
All right, go ahead.
General knowledge.
Okay, general knowledge. Horror can show up in unexpected places, like in the clown nightmare sequence from this 1987 cartoon. This is not a horror movie. This is just a normal movie that happened to have a pretty horrific sequence in it.
It.
Nope.
It's not a horror movie.
Or a cartoon.
Okay.
The answer is The Brave Little Toaster. If you haven't seen it, watch the movie. It's a good movie, but that sequence is pretty nightmare-inducing.
I always thought that air conditioner was freaky.
Yeah.
They go nuts.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
No, that's
All right, I would get this one, but I don't know if anybody else in the world would. Who directed Eraserhead, 1977?
Oh.
I don't know that far.
David Lynch. That is a very, very difficult and interesting movie to watch. I would recommend it and not at the same time. All right.
Category X.
All right. Name 2 horror movies starring Bruce Campbell.
Oh.
I'm so sad you don't know who Bruce Campbell is.
I'm bad with actors, bro.
I know faces, not names.
That's right.
Yeah, same.
They're young, it's hard.
All right.
I don't even know faces.
So, Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness, Bubba Hotep, My Name is Bruce, and so on and so on and so on and so on and so on. Great, great actor. Love you, Bruce. All right. Go ahead.
Plot and setting.
Plot and setting. A lonely 12-year-old boy befriends the mysterious girl next door who happens to be a vampire in this 2008 Swedish film. They did an American remake. Let the right one in.
I didn't know it.
All right.
Okay.
We'll go for a few more minutes here.
Category X.
Okay. Name 1 horror film in which garden shears are used as a weapon.
Garden chair.
Garden shears.
Garden shears.
See, I can think
What
of
is that?
I can think of a movie, but it's not a horror movie.
Like you cut
The
down
giant
yeah,
scissors that you
giant
cut
scissors.
bushes with.
Oh.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Gonna guess. Halloween.
Garden shears, I don't think were used as a weapon in
No.
that. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was the name? There's no. For the,
Oh, it's just for the.
like what kind of movies?
Oh, that one. It's just any movie that used.
Any movie that.
Shears weapon. Like we watched
Yeah.
one called The Third Eye, where this woman stabs the guy and then opens them while they're inside him.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, the example that the card, like in the questions where it asks name 2 or 3 movies based on blah blah blah, it gives some examples, but really the world is so big in the world of horror movies. So the example that it gave was The Burning.
Characters and actors.
Characters and actors. Pink. What Lord of the Rings actor starred in the 2012 version of Maniac?
Oh, I've seen that movie.
Actor.
I don't want to.
Actor, not actress.
Never seen Lord of the Rings.
Stop.
I haven't gotten around to watching it yet.
My goodness.
I don't know names though. I don't know names.
I make a guess.
Scotty makes a guess.
Big old heads.
Wrong. Elijah Wood.
Oh, that's the one actor I could have gotten.
All right.
Characters and actors.
Characters and actors.
Mandela was lost.
In what film does George C. Scott play a composer who moves into a possibly very haunted house after the death of his wife and child? This is a classic 80s horror movie.
I know this one. Wait.
Oh, he knows this one.
Buzz it, just buzz it.
Wait, can you say it one more time?
Sure. In what film does George C. Scott play a composer who moves into a possibly very haunted house after the death of his wife and child?
Come on, Danny, you looked up a list of horror movies.
I can't remember it.
The Changeling.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. Okay. Name the artist. You know what? I'm not even going to do that one. Okay. What movie studio, colloquially known as the house that Freddy built, produced the A Nightmare on Elm Street series? There was this little movie studio that was not really even heard of, and then they did this and they blew up. New Line Cinema.
I
Never.
No? All right. Go a few more rounds here.
Plot and setting.
Not insane. Nope.
Just keep going. It has anything to do with actors.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to forget the categories, and I'm going to go here. Name 5 horror movies that begin with the letter C.
Chucky of the Cult of Chucky.
Cult of Chucky.
That's correct.
Is Carrie a horror movie?
Carrie is a horror movie, and it
You
starts
said
with
5,
C.
Right?
5.
Okay.
I will accept 3.
Okay. Is that 3?
Chucky
okay.
actually wasn't one, but Cult of Chucky is.
Okay.
You got 2.
There's an.
But if you think about the actual movie title that Chucky stars in, you'd get it.
Oh, which?
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. I don't know, but can I do the Childs of the Court or something?
Children of the Corn? You got
There you
it.
go.
That's 3.
That'll work.
All right. Another card.
Okay, so.
Okay. Let's do one more.
Characters and actors.
Okay. Johnny Depp made his film debut in what 1984 supernatural slasher?
Oh. It's already been mentioned once. Not long ago.
Yep.
Changeling? Is that 19?
No, not the Changeling. A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh.
Okay, so we want to thank you all for joining us here.
So sorry.
Let's see. Now, we have a conundrum.
Yes.
We have 3 gift cards to give away and 1 person with cards.
I should get all of them.
You definitely get one. There you go. You want to rock paper?
I was about to say
Let's
that.
go.
Yeah.
Do we all do it?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Goodbye.
Is it
Alright,
on YouTube?
so-
Yeah, then
No. Oh. I was-
Yeah. Okay, you two. All right, now you two.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
okay, so now you get one.
So you get one.
Awesome.
And now again.
Ready? Ready?
Yep.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Yes, let's go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Yeah!
There you go.
Excitement. That's what we need. Animation.
Do you want the final question for the skeleton?
Yes.
All right. So this is a bonus question that I thought of myself, and think about it carefully. In the Stanley Kubrick version of The Shining, the character of Jack Torrance uses an axe to chop a hole in the door leading to the bedroom of the caretaker's suite. Then he puts his face in it and says, what?
Oh,
Here's Johnny.
Wrong! And the whole thing's negated.
That was a trick question.
When he breaks down to the bedroom, he says,
Wendy?
Wendy, I'm home. Then when he gets to the bathroom door, he does the same thing with Here's Johnny. So,
my
All
name's
right.
Wendy. I just watched it.
so thank you all. Thank you so much for joining us here. Really, really do appreciate it. And thank you again to Duke's Pizza on Main Street in Alfred, New York, and to Patty's Pub in Hornell. Well, thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you stopping by.
Can you take a water? Oh,
All right.
Alright, I'm definitely taking a water. Thank you.